3, 4, and lower the heels. And give me some trotting because the calves get really stiff from really working hard. Good. All right, and now back on your high heel toe. Cross your right behind your left and 3 sets of this. Down, up, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up. Transfer the weight to the high heel toes of your right foot. Lengthen the body, totally vertical, and lower. Lift. 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it up. We're on both high heel toes and trot the ankles up and down, bending the knees, doing a little jogging in place. Reset the breath. Let the breath come naturally. Let the body stay nice and loose as you're jogging. Beautiful. And step away from the support so that when we do knee lifts, you won't be knee kicking anything. And here we go. Palm over palm. Now, show that good steel in the muscles. Really make it solid. As if I came over and tried to push down on your hands, they would not go anywhere. So push them into one another like you're making a sandwich. Then lift and lift and lift. And so the weight subtly shifts side to side. And 6. Keep going. And 5 more. And inhale, arms up and around. Beautiful. Come to the support. We're going to do a long stretch series. So my feet are forward facing and the legs are not glued together. Good. My elbows are bent so that I'm only forearms distance. I'm not far away from my support. Bend the knees and then step back with your right leg all the way behind you with your heel up and your toes facing and reaching towards you, curled under. Come down nice and low. Check the knee and ankle. Make sure they're nice and straight. So when you look over your knee, you don't see your ankle, but you see most of your foot. And pulse. 2, 3. Hold it. 2 more sets. 2, 3. Hold it. Another set. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Now, press into the support and bring that back foot forward. Just enough that the heel goes down, but my feet are totally straight, no turnout. Beautiful. Push your heels of hands and the back heel down now. Inhale. Exhale, press. Step forward. Let's do that long stretch with the left side. Step back with the right as far as it can go. Don't compromise form. Knee over ankle here. Lift the chest. Pulse. 1, 2. This is the spring that starts the pulse. Hold it. Again. Hold it. It's a small movement. Again. 2, 3. Hold it. Press down or hold on. Draw that foot forward. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, press. Beautiful. We're going to go down to the mat to do some upper body work. We're going to do push-ups and tricep dips for the upper body today. So come on to all fours. So elbows are stacked over wrists and under shoulders and above the wrists. All 3 joints are stacked and the knees are stacked under your hips. Beautiful. Open the knees really wide, so you're not on the kneecap, you're on the inside by the kneecap. And toes together. So creating this tripod of knee, feet together. Then walk your hands a whole handprint forward and turn the fingertips slightly towards one another and get some roundness as if a beach ball could be inserted here. Then lift the feet and glide forward so the hips are coming forward and you're parallel in a diagonal position from your head to your tail. And then exhale down, inhale up. Inhale, here we go. Here we go, exhale, push. Inhale, push with an exhale. Inhale, notice I moved my hands further away from my shoulders. I needed that. You might need it too to get more movement, better leverage, so do it. 4 more, 1, do as many as you can, go as low as you can. It can be frustrating, but we can do it. Hold it up and we're going to do 2 more, let's go. 1, push it up. 2, push it up, we're going to stretch now. So now you're on the knees and you bring your hands forward more and bring your tail up and stretch. Beautiful. Then walk back and now let the head come down to the mat. Keep the elbows long. Don't bend the elbows. It's called extended cat seal in yoga. And there's a long stretch through the back when you don't bend the elbows. So bend the elbows and feel the difference. Then sit back on your heels and ripple up to a straight spine. Good. So now bring your feet in front and we're going to do the work for the tricep. Well, we did just then with some big muscle groups, the chest, the shoulders, the back. We're going to work on the upper arm now. So our heels should not be too close to our seat. It's going to make it very hard to do this dip. So just sit what feels natural when you sit up straight. So hold your shins and lift your chest, and you'll know if you're in a good place. Squeeze your legs together, and then bring your hands towards the round hip. And now turn the fingers outward. So they go just like this. And watch what happens to the elbows when you do that. They lock inward. That's what we want. We want them locking inward. And then slide the hand, one hand print back, and the same with the other hand. Keep those elbows pulling inward towards each other. Now, I'm going to bring my heels a little closer because now I'm leaning back. You do the same. Then stretch by lengthening the arms and bring your right leg to that tabletop position. Now, the only reason our bodies will move is because we're going to bend the elbows a little and then straighten them. Bend them and straighten them. I know this is a challenge, so only bend a little bit at first to build up strength in the wrists and the arms. We're going to do 2 more on this side. Take a breath and have a seat. Good. Give yourself a hug and super straighten the back. Pull the navel in, close the pelvic floor. Good. Let's do it again. Glue your legs together, thumbs by the round hip, turn the dials out, elbows in. Slide back a hand print so your thumb is by your back, not by your side. And the other thumb as well. Bend and lean back slightly, and then lengthen the arms. Bring your left leg to tabletop. The only reason our body will move is because we bend the elbows and straighten. So we're not lifting and lowering the pelvis on its own. It's only moving because we're moving it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more, 5, 6, gorgeous. Have a seat, cross your legs. Hands, palms down on the knees, sit up nice and straight. Press into the knee if you have to help lift the chest up. When you lift the chest up, You will get more loft from your pelvic girdle and up from your lumbar spine. Raise your right arm, pat yourself on the back, and then create the picture frame. Bring that right arm forward, stacking your joints, and then work it across you, fingers long on both hands. Turn the head a little more and release. And raise your left arm, pat yourself on the back, create the same picture frame. Working on the tricep sculpting, arm sculpting, bring it across, strengthening, lengthening, and sculpting. And let it go. And then cross your legs the other way, uncross them, cross them again. And then link the fingers together and glide your thumbs downward. Chest extension. You might have to walk your hands away slightly, but keep your arms close to your back. And release. Beautiful. And keep in this seated position. Raise your arms straight in front of you. And then start slowly lifting the fingers up as if you were pressing against a flat wall. Then curl around as if you can go through that wall. And as if you have a little egg in there. Maybe like a Cadbury egg. That's the perfect size. And go around, around, around. That's what I pictured tonight. And lift it up, up, up. And again. And you're working at the computer so much. These are essential AXA for you too. These are really good to avoid carpal tunnel. And up we go. Sit up straight. One more. Curl them under. Bring them out and up straight and turn the palms up. I know they're odd looking, but they do the trick. Gently work the fingers back, not the thumb. Switch. Don't rush it. And sit up nice and straight. Shoulders pulled down, navel in. Grip your pelvic floor closed. You'll feel your glutes connect slightly as well. Good. That gives you really great power and energizes up your main energy channel. Beautiful. Okay, since we're on the mat, we're going to do an ab series. And then we'll go up and start our 5 warrior series. So I'm going to use the ball to put in between my thighs, and I'm going to use the ring to show you how wide apart my arms are. And my fingers are long, but you don't need a ring. All you need are your hands. Good. Inhale, lift a little higher, squeeze the ball. Exhale, round down. Inhale up, exhale, round down. Inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And I'm wearing pink for Breast Awareness Week. I know that you're aware of that, Terry. Exhale, just mentioning it. Exhale, very important, this awareness for our health. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Exhale, scoop it and sit up nice and straight. I'm going to put that ring down and take the ball between my palms and the heels of my hands so my fingers are long. And then I'm going to glue my legs together into the midline and lift those arms up on a diagonal again. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, tuck the chin, round your tailbone, come back. And now the ball's sitting right on the tops of the knees. Then I'm going to scoop it to the left, scoop it to the right, right, left, staying in this beautiful curve, C curve of the spine. 5, 6 more. Let's go. And 3, 5, and 6, and sit on up. Put the ball to the side. Give your legs a hug to super straighten the back again. All righty, we're going to go down on our forearms. So onto your elbows and palms. This is ab 2 position on the elbows. Good. We have lots of space behind the back, and the bottom of the pelvic girdle, the crest of it, right here is where you are connected to the mat. Your waistband is not, but we are going to round the tailbone under, tuck it under. Now I flattened the whole pelvic girdle to the mat. Then I let it go. Let it go. Watch, you can look at my hands. Tuck, I just washed my own hands. Release. So take your fingers and slide them in, thumbs on the outside, and tuck, release. Tuck and release. So be there to receive the hips and release. The hip bones, tuck under with the tailbone and press into the mat. What's happening? Lengthening, strengthening the back, tightening, strengthening the abs. It's reverse sit-up, drawing the lowest abs in and up, in and up, in and up. 2 more. 1, 2. Our legs have been glued together with the toes facing forward. Now lift your toes and open the toes into V, and now your knees open too. Press your feet down. Let's do another set. Tuck, tuck. If you need the feedback of your hands here, do it. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Hopefully your neck is feeling happy. Let the chin come forward so you're not straining the neck. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're going to go into ab 3 position, which is on the flat of the back. So lie back slowly. Feel all the vertebrae separate and lengthen. Beautiful. Because our feet are flat on the floor, you might not have any space under your waistband. That's okay. That's a supported spine position. Walk your legs together and bring them into tabletop. Resist dropping the heels because it makes weight on the lumbar spine. Lift the heels up. And we're going to rock the knees in towards us and then back to tabletop. In and back. I'm not opening and closing the back of the knee. I'm keeping that exact angle. In and back. In and back. In and back. So if I were to put the ball here, it would stay there. So you can do that. Then in and out. 2, 3. They're called reverse toe taps. In, 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 in. Keep going. In. You get the technique. Just flow. In. Back to tabletop. In. Back to tabletop. In. Back to that 90-degree angle. 90 degrees. In. In. Beautiful. Now lift the head, neck, and chest. Put the ball underneath your neck. And then we're going to do our single leg stretches. Raise the arms hip height and stretch right, then left, and right, and left, and right, and left, and right, and left. Leave the ball there. It will give you support to your neck. Come up a little higher if you want to try to get off that ball for a while. Yep. But it really helps the neck by supporting it so that the rest of the spine can dig down into the mat while you work those abs using your legs. Good. A few more. Bring the knees in. I'm rolling my head, neck back. If you have your head with the ball under the neck, perfect. Leave it there. If not, head, neck, and chest up. Arms out to the sides. Raise your legs long to the ceiling. If they're bent because you have tight hamstrings, that's okay. And we're going to do scissors, but we're going to move our hands, one in between, one on the outside, and switch, and switch, and switch. Make a gentle fist to have a little weight in the hands as you move side to side. Keep going. We're doing a scissor with a twist. for those side muscles of the waist. Oh yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Try to lengthen the legs as the workout continues. Beautiful. One more on each side. Bring your knees in, roll back, take the ball out from behind the neck so you can get the back of your head to the mat. Take a breath. Whew. And now raise the heels so you can see the whole top of the foot. Glue your knees together and open the arms into a T, but keep the elbow a little bent. Don't over straighten. Let it go. That way the shoulders can really rotate. Draw those knees in again. You're going to feel the lowest part of the girdle lift and roll to your right into a supine twist for the spine. Look to your left. Place your right hand on the crease of the top knee on the side. Breathe, let that twist do its magic. Stretching, cleansing, massaging internal organs. Palm up now. Grip the legs as if you're gluing them together. Come back to center. Remember, resist dropping your heels. Roll the other way. Look to your right. Knees are to your left. Let all the muscles go. Let the bones that are touching the mat from your head to your elbows to wherever you make connection, feel deep, deep, deep into the mat. Breathing and letting the stretching of this twist do its magic. Grip your legs together, go back to center, and then roll all the way over, again on one side or the other, and come onto the front spine. We're going to finish our mat work and then go to the bar. So my feet are just about as far apart as my hands, which is shoulder width. 90-degree angle, press into the mat, lift the chest, lift the chin a little, and let it go. Press in with the arms, lift the chest, then the chin. Point your toes away from you. Let it go. Press hands, elbows, lift chest, chin, point toes. Let it go. You've got the technique. Let's flow. Inhale, press and arch, extend. Exhale, more to neutral. Inhale, exhale, one more. Inhale, hold. Good. And now walk your legs a little closer together by rocking your hips and kick right, two, left, two. Big kick, little kick, big kick, little kick. Big, little, big, little. Big, little, big, little. We're already working the seat. Beautiful. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Push up. Beautiful. And we're going to go up to the bar for the 5 warrior series. Have your ball nearby so you can get it. And we're going to start with heels together, toes apart in Pilates feet today. That's how we're going to get started. I'm going to just bring this back a little so you can see my feet. Good. Vertical lift from your kneecaps all the way up. Chest coming forward. Shoulders pulling down. Elbows relaxed by the sides. Bend your knees. Feel it in your calves. Beautiful. Lift the heels. Lower them. Lift and lower. Try not to lift the chin. Keep it in neutral. Lift and lower. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold that. And then walk the feet till your heels are glued. Come down a little lower. And now we're going to do the pulsing. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. Down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Pull the knees back, then let it go. Back, let it go. 3, 4, try to keep everything stable so your abs are working the whole time. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring your knees in front. Climb up on those high heel toes and trot. Really great for the feet. I know your feet, Terry, and you have nice arches to your feet. This is really helpful to keep your feet strong. Take tension out of them. Keep going, keep going. Nice. Good, now walk your feet close together. Bend your knees again. You're gonna really feel this in your calves, also in your shins. Great if you're a walker. Come a little deeper to do these pulses with flat feet, just like this. Gets those shins warmed up. So we keep that muscle very safe and flexible for working out. 3, 2, 1, lift your heels, sit down a little lower. You felt that sheath of muscles, good. Now pulse down, but not too much up. It's down, not too much up. So this is a jack in the box that goes down, but not too much up. Down, not too much up. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Climb up onto your toes and trot. Oh, let the shoulders come down. Beautiful. And keep trotting. Your legs are close together. Feet are close together. Rock back now on your heels and separate your feet and come back to flat foot. And I should have said to have your ball first, so we'll do that again. So separate the feet into parallel, bend your knees and put the ball between the thighs and have a seat. Lift the chest. We're going to pulse 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze into the midline. Press 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Release. Press 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Sit a little deeper. Now lift the heels. Sit a little deeper. And now press 2, 3, 4. Don't lean back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check your own balance right now. Squeeze the ball. Release your hands. That's where you belong. Now pulse. Pulse. Jack in the box. Down. 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 The release is just the natural release of the body against the gravitational force we're pressing into. Press, release, press, press, press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch to long vertical line. Lower the heels. And we're going to step back with the ball, keeping our legs in parallel. Walk all the way back. You can hold onto the top of your support or press down and lower, 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 and then lift the chin slightly, looking through your thumbs. My legs are nice and straight. I feel the stretch in the back, so I'm going to release it and then stretch it. Bend the knees, stretch. Getting a long stretch in my shoulders. And my back muscles. While I'm working on the glutes and the hamstrings right now. Yeah, and this bending of the knees is working the quads. Good. So it's a really important bend and stretch. Bend the knees and now lift your heels and grip the ball 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more. 1, 2, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, and pulse with the knee. Again, last set. 2, 3, 4. Straighten up. Walk to your support. Take a breath. And let it go. And move the ball out of the way. we're going to stretch. Come close to your support so you use it as a line of reference. Bending your knees. Lift your right heel and bring the foot behind you. I'll move back so you can see what I'm doing a little better. Kick your foot up and find it. Now roll that tailbone under, giving a pelvic tuck, and then press your thigh back and pull the heel to close the gap to your seat. Then bring the knee into the midline, back under the hip pocket. Midline, hip pocket. Bring it into the middle, bring it into the middle. One more, bring it into the middle, and now release it. Take a breath. With the exhale, let the shoulders come down. Bend your knees, lift your left heel to bring the knee back behind the line of the other knee. Kick and hold, and your knee probably move forward, especially now that we're going to tuck our tailbone under. Draw the thigh back, draw the heel to your seat. Then bring it to the midline, release. It's like a little curtsy and release. Curtsy and release. Two more. 1 and 2. It's back under the pocket and let it go. And let's do our try. Very nice. We're going to work on our glutes, overloading those muscles, and then sculpting them with stretch and shape. Beautiful. So let's start with our legs in parallel and put one hand on top of the other to make pillow hands. Then walk away from your support so your back is totally flat from your crown of the head to your tailbone. Good. And then bend your knees. I had to walk my feet forward a little so I could bend my knees with balance. Draw your navel up because it wants to go down to the floor, but don't let it. Lift your right heel, and with the big toe, draw a line back straight. Now look under at your own leg. You should be able to see the knee facing forward. Then raise the leg. You won't see that knee anymore. It disappeared. Then lower it. Then lift it and lower it. And lift it and lower it. And lift it and lower it. And lift it and lower it. One more, and then another set. 1 and lower it. And 2 and lower it. And 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and keep it here, and bring the heel up so your leg is at a 90-degree angle. Footprints. And we're going to lift the foot and thigh up. 2 from the thigh, from the hip crease, right here. 5, 6, keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not turning that knee out. Then bring the knee in towards your nose, rounding it, rounding the back. And then replace the foot to the floor. Lift the chest and head to catch your breath. Let the equilibrium balance. The knees straightened. Your feet are still apart. Your toes are forward. Your knees are forward. Bend your knees. Switch the way you pillowed your hands. And place your forehead on the pillow. Bend a little more deeply and up the knees. Then lift your left heel and glide the big toe back, keeping the other knee bent the whole time and not moving. Lift and lower. 2 and lower. I'm not worried about how high my leg is going in the back, because the thing I'm trying to lift is my seat. 6 more. Let's go. Lift it and lower it. 2, 3 more. That's a 3, a 4. Here we go. Last one now. Bend the knee, flex your foot and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the knee towards your nose, rounding the back. And replace the foot to the floor. Slowly stand up, hold to that vertical line, hold your support, let the equilibrium balance. Walk closer to your support. Take a breath, exhale, let it go. Cross your right leg over your left, figure 4. Feel this inside of the knee pull away from you by pulling backwards. Good. Stretching the hip flexor, strengthening the side seat. Then take a seat, then hinge at the hips. Come down a little more deeply by bending the knee more, but not rounding the back. Let go of the shoulders. The elbows fall downward to the floor. Sit back and unknot yourself. Make another knot. Draw the knee back away from you. Bend the other knee, sit. Just stay here. Giving the knee a chance to stretch and then hinge at the hips. Go down a little bit more deeply into this. And then sit back and then release and show me the little trotting of the heels. Beautiful. So now we're going to work the side seat, also standing. So I'm going to move back a little so you have a little bit better view of my feet, which I can do by just moving my angle for the camera. Okay, I'm going to stand to the side so you can see. My left arm is across the support, and I'm going to walk close to it. A little bit more view. I move over to here, I think. Good. I'm going to make a seat belt with the other hand and actually put it on the support, but you can just wrap it around. And then heels together, toes apart. So I'm going to turn out and bend my knees. I'm not leaning back. I'm not leaning forward. Just straight down. Lift your right heel and bring your toe out. So you're on a diagonal line. This knee is bent. Now I'm going to lift this leg without tipping. Lift it. Good. Now lower. Lift, lower. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. Bend the knee a little. Stretch it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the heel in and do a little pulsing. Just do a little plies. Straighten the legs, long vertical line. Legs are even straight. You're still in Pilates V. We're going to walk and put the right elbow, forearm, hand across the support. Walk close enough that we're not tipping either way. Maybe make a seat belt, maybe just pulled around the waist. And we're going to go back into Pilates V, lengthen the legs, lift the chest, bend the knees. Our spine is still long. All we did was bend the knees. We didn't lose any length in our spines. Lift your left heel and then slide the foot out on a diagonal. The knee is slightly turned upward. Good. Lift it. Then lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it up. Little bend, stretch. 2, stretch, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. You've got it. Now flow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend the knee and do your little pulses in plie. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. And take a breath, face forward, and we're going to take another stretch. 2 more stretches before we end bar. Cross your right over your left again. Piriformis stretch. Flex this foot. Hinge forward. Deepen the bend. Your seat goes down more because you're knee bending more. Then sit back and straighten up. Take a breath. Cross your other leg. Figure 4, bend the knee. Hinge forward, flex this foot. Bring the toes up, curl those toes up. Try not to lift the chin, we're not in extension. Go a little deeper, bend that knee, lower your seat, then sit back and release and up. Beautiful. Come into your triangle pose for our last stretch. We're still vertical, but our legs are wide apart. Bring your arms out into a T. Reach the fingertips east and west. Pull the navel back, chest forward. Pop your right palm, turn the chin. Inhale and exhale as you cartwheel with long, straight arms. Hand is balanced, left hand to the side leg without forcing it. We're not pushing into our knee. Inhale up, palms are down. Turn your left palm and turn the head to it. Keep turned that way. Inhale, exhale, cartwheel the other way. This is very renewing. You feel an opening in each hip, in the chest, in the ribs. Long stretch to the side body, lateral flexion. Inhale up. And arms down. Beautiful work in bar